I think we're live. People, say hi. Say something, please. Yep. I've got caffeine. And... Hi, people? Hi, we're here. We're real. We're done. Not done. We're just starting. Okay, how's it going, guys? Hi, Danger Archer. Hi, Fan. And hi, Addy. Oh, yeah. I forgot about Captain. Captain's so adorable up here. Yeah, so week number 5. So, we've got some cool things to show. Like, you guys have been putting in a fair bit of art. Like, Samsemi or Danger Archer have been getting, a fair few bits of tile sets in. We've got 8 different styles going. So, like, we've got a sort of marble, sort of, I was gonna say mosaic. No, it's like a tile set. It's real good. Along with this sort of dark brick, a carpet, and a sort of wasteland desert look. We've got some wood paneling. We've got some more dark tiles. I saw these going together and I thought they looked real nice. We've got some grass here and some other sort of mosaic carpet. Mosaic's just the word of the day for me. As well as this bone here, which is all looking real nice. And another board by Samsung. He's done a lot of work this week. We've got this duck statue by Artie, and if that works... Oh god, that was not what I meant to do. He has taken over the floor. But yeah, that's come together real nice. I really like that. And staff by Gaming Xavier. That was... Oh, it just came in at the end of last week. I can't remember if I showed you guys it. And yeah, I think that would be really cool for like a fire sort of weapon, especially if it goes with the like fire Gaming Xavier made as well. Hey, good to see you, Gaming Xavier. Nice to see you too, Rock Hard. Nice. Is that Tokyo Ghoul in the profile picture? I think. I don't know. I see white hair and it's just instantly Tokyo Ghoul. And Samsemi's also done the baskets and not animation. Baskets, yep, that one worked like that. The vases and this grand sword that, yeah, I think we can do some cool things with, even if he said that it's not too original, but, like, Breath of the Wild, come on, man. We can do some cool attacks from that. And, oh, damn, school tomorrow. Try not to stay up too late. I don't want to get you guys in trouble. But I'm glad you're here for now, at least. And hi, Potato Man. Glad to see. Level up weapon. Yeah. We've got like 3 separate levels of swords now. I want to make it so that like they each have a different attack pattern there. So I might have to change like the flame sword attack. Might make it be like a shockwave or like a ground pound or something. I don't know. We'll see how we go. It's your guys' ideas. But I've also been putting in some time during the week, and I've changed the like level generation because it wasn't working particularly well at the end of last. So I want to start with something cool. So yeah, it's now complete level generation. Like you can walk around. If I follow this corridor, yes, we do need to make this faster. This is just the work in progress. It's very dull walking through the corridors at the moment. We haven't need to add like some parkour in there. We need to add like a quick travel thing. But as soon as you walk through, doors close and everything goes wild. Yeah, just go the MLG and just get them all out the way. But yeah, that's pretty much how it goes at the moment. You can just go from room to room like that. They close at the end, and treasure chest appears somewhere in the room, and that's about that. As you can see here, it generates each time. You can see like this starting area here, if you follow the cursor, connects up to here, which connects up to there. It doesn't connect through here though. Like you can see it sort of skirts close, like this area here, like the starting area also connects up to the area we went to here, which connects to 2 small areas. It's random generation, people. If I do it again, you'll see it'll be a completely sort of different layout. And glad to see it is Tokyo Ghoul. I love me some Tokyo Ghoul. But yeah, if you can see there's a starting area here now. There's another area there, and it's all different. So how this is done basically to give you guys like a quick overview of it so that we can get into making some more things. Basically, this level generation script here, it has 3 different versions of the spawn room. It'll always spawn one of these where the player will be. Then it has 3 separate versions of a big room, of small room, a big room. Boss foyer and boss rooms aren't in yet, but you can see there's an area for them at the moment. If I actually go into the script, I'll show you how the logic behind it works. And glad to see you finished in the wall textures, Danger Archer. I'll love to have them in, because like the black and grey at the moment looks kind of bare bones. I had to get rid of the like terrain on the floor at the moment because it doesn't work with like, you know, random generation, because like, yeah, it just doesn't work. Like, you can't have too many different terrains and at the same time they have to be squares, so it doesn't particularly work. So yeah, I'd love to see some more textures and things. And damn, Phantos, 10k run at 6 AM. You're a braver person than I am. Okay, so the logic of this is for each like random generation, like everything you saw there, all those different layouts, they are all part of the same sort of script. This script sort of makes it so that like we can sort of add some like Legend of Zelda-esque planning to these dungeons. So at the moment, it will spawn the spawn room that the player will be in. That this list here handles that. It sort of passes like the generate room off to another area so that it can generate it there. It will then generate a small room attached to it, generating like the location, checking where it can be, generating the room, and then connecting it to a hallway that connects like the first room in that room. Does it with another big room, and yeah, it sort of just goes through. Like, it creates a room, then it creates a hallway to connect it back to another room. You have to specify what room it wants to create and what room it connects to, but it will create a random version of that room and where it connects to, if that makes sense. Yeah, it means we can have more planning behind it. So it means that, like, when it generates a level layout, it means that you won't spawn right next to the boss dungeon. Like, you can control where it'll be, so you can have control over the pacing and stuff like that. Plus, you can also choose which room would have keys, which rooms would have like hyper tunnels to other things. It's Legend of Zelda is dungeon planning. It's good. It means we have control over the randomness. And oh yeah, gaming Xavier, that's a good idea. We can add some like flame damage with the flamey boy. And damn, okay, no worries, Fanta. I just realized I'm going back up through the messages. Fair enough. These streams go for a while and they are late at night for us. So yeah, fair enough falling asleep. You posted them in Discord already. Let's check it. Someone's already disliked? Oh, that's how you know we're famous. Game dev stream. Let's see what you got. 3 more. Ooh, okay. So you're going for like the brick sort of texture. Alright, alright. I'm trying to figure out what these bottom ones are though. So like, I get the... So these would be the top of the walls. Or... Yeah, so those would have to be the top of the walls. And then that's sort of like the side of the wall. So that's really like the floor on top of the wall, and that's the actual wall. But I'm not sure what these floating bits are. Yeah, I'm going to need you to explain that to me, Danger. I'm not sure what logic you've gone for behind that. But yeah, it's looking cool so far. I love the texture and the detail in it. But, well, yeah. Okay. Alright, so I'll download it and I'll show you what I mean by where I'm having some trouble understanding it. So if I go into downloads here and actually drag it into the project. So easy enough, it's in. We change it to a sprite. We go multiple, sprite editor, we'll apply the changes first. And we should just, okay, so because there's a border around the side of it, we're gonna have to go, actually might have to do this by hand. So, alright. Now we're going to be in a bit of trouble because you export it at a higher resolution. There's a bit of differing. So, like, it's not pixel perfect. If you can see here, they sort of blend together because of the high resolution. That's why, like, splitting it by hand can cause some trouble. But I can't do it automatic because of the border around the outside. So if I go like this and bring them all in, just get a few. I think that's, yeah, that's mine at top. The exciting bits of game design right here. And maybe bring that down one. That's not the line you want to bring down, I think? No. It doesn't matter so long as they're all the same sort of size. That way they'll all sort of mesh together. I think this one's wider than it is. 174. How is this one so much wider? Okay. Do you mind sending me like a low-res version of this? So that's like pixel for pixel? Because when it's like this sort of inflated size, it's good for showing off people in the Discord chat, but putting it into the actual like game, it's because each pixel, like this square here, actually takes up what's it gonna take up? Probably about like 6 or 7 times the size of what it actually needs to be. And so that would be like, the file size would be times 6 the size times 6 the size. So it would be like 36 times the size it needs to be. It means that the file's 36 times larger than we need. And it also means that like these pixels start to differ between the sides. It causes some trouble. Actually, I might be able to change that on this end. I think I can just go change that. This might help. No, okay. So it actually does it when you export it. And what? Crafting data, end stream. Oh my god. Fair enough. -1 people watching. Fair. And yeah, I'm thinking mini bosses would be good, because I reckon we can add everything you guys want to add to this game. Which is a really roundabout way of saying that I don't have a plan for this, so your guys' plan is the plan. Check the Discord. Alright. Thanks, man. Sorry. I'm sorry to be very particular about it. It just helps. It means that, like, your art gets better represented, and it saves me a pain in the ass. Thanks for that. Oh, yeah, thanks for updating it. There we go. Yeah, so if we get rid of that, changes to a sprite. Player, and multiple. Okay. This still has the differing between it. Did I grab the wrong file? I swear. I think I might have. I think it might have just let me grab the wrong file. Is it? Yeah. Don't worry, that was my bad entirely. Sorry about that. I replaced the file with the exact file it was before anyway. Okay, so get rid of that one. Try this again. Apply. Yeah. Yeah, no differing. That's good. There's still the border around the outside, which means we can't do it. Actually, might be able to. Yeah. So, how big is sure? Okay. So let's go 3 columns and 4 rows. And then I think the offset was something like 2 and 2? Maybe? Nope, never mind. Offset is not the right thing. Then we should just... No. I am game dev. It's fine. We can just drag these back. So that's good. drag these all in. Yep. Yep. And yeah, sorry this isn't the most exciting side of things. Yeah, this is a side of game dev they don't want you to see. Okay, that's a top 9 done, I think. Yep, that's the top 9. I'm not sure what you want done with these floating panels in the middle there. Because see how they sort of go over the lines between the tiles? You can make that work for some tile sets, but it means that like these tiles will always have to be next to each other. And I'm not sure if that's what you wanted. But yeah. So if we go apply that, we should be able to see, if we don't generate it, just so we can actually see how it looks from above. Guys are calling out Arcanus. I'm sorry for, am I slow, or is the chat slow, or is the connection slow? I can't tell. Okay, cheers. How long? Okay. I'm not sure what chat is. I'm just going to pretend like I understand, which is really my greatest talent. So if I flip this and bring it up to size, that one. Okay. That's fine. This is just to check. It's not going to look pretty at the moment, because this is also having some compression on it when it shouldn't. So there we go. Now it's, you know, it's sharper. It looks actually like what it's supposed to. But yep, if we grab, is that going to let me? Yep, let me grab those. Grab these together. Nope, don't want the center. Let's go about there. Now let's, and move that. Okay. So this guy we can pretty much just rotate. This guy here we can just go one of those, and pretty much one of those. So if we look at that from above, or in game rather, is it gonna let us? Okay, yeah, it was paused. So that's how the walls will look like that. You'll still get the black side at the moment, but actually I think you intended the like yellows to be on the other side, but you roughly get the idea of what I'm trying to show. So what we would need is the these side wall bits. That was not what I intended to do at all. So if we copy that, flip it again, about there, and one that way, maybe out a little bit. Would want, say something like that. Just flip these around so they match. That's, you don't have one for the corners on the other side, but that's fine. There we go. So yeah, that's sort of how the walls will look at the moment. That's like without the black gap between them. You get what I'm trying to say. If your command room equals range spawn, does this do with the other objects? I'm not sure what you're trying to say, craft and data. Honestly, as a basis, I would say no, unless if you're working with the same prefabs. Not entirely sure what you mean, but like this coding system is like object based. So if you change something about one object during runtime, it'll only affect that object. But if you do it like in this moment when nothing's playing, then it will affect every like instant of that object. So like if it's a prefab and you change a prefab, it'll change every version of that. But if you do it while it's playing, it'll only change that one version of that. What do you mean by two different versions of corner walls? So I haven't, so like you need a version of the corner wall where it's just a yellow point here, so that like when these two, like when two flat bits like that enter into like a acute sort of angle, or like, you know, they come in and then like the inside is a smaller side, you need like a square there. Yeah. I'm sorry. You've missed quite a bit, Zark. It's lengthy explanations. Yeah, we have random generations, dungeons. Yeah. And I guess the best step now is to get the walls in, I guess. Some, like, I want to spend today, I want to get some, like, most important thing at the moment, I reckon, is making these hallways funner to go down. I think the first thing we need to do then is to add like a sprint or a dodge roll to the character, just so that they can move faster. That's usually a quick way to get out of the boring parts quicker. And no worries, Danger. Please, if you can, explain it to me later then, otherwise it's just hit me over the head with your art. If it works, it works. But, okay, so in character movement, at the moment, movement here, what we need to add is a sprint variable. So what we can do is add a public so we want to be able to change it. So if I go in here, change that to public float sprint speed, or sprint multiplier, should say. And we make that equal like 2. So like you're 2 times faster when you're sprinting than when you're normally walking. And we add a private float. We'll call it sprint actual. We'll have that equal 1. That way we can just, about that. We can just, in update, we can have, just as a quick sprint add, we can have input get key key code left shift. We can have sprint actual equals sprint multiplier. And then what we would have here is it would have this times, well, the vector 2 movement will have times sprint actual. This is a quick and dirty way of just having an option to like double your speed whenever you want. Make a boss that lays other mini bosses? You're fucking mad, man. Honestly, I love the idea, but that sounds terrifying. So yeah, that's moving around normally, and then this is moving with sprint. And oh, actually I didn't add an else statement, so you can never stop sprinting at the moment. That's my bad. Else sprint actual equals 1. And hopefully this works. Or 1 mini at a time. Okay. Yeah. I'd say like as a final boss we can have some like laying sort of mechanic. And yeah, this is sprint, then you can turn off sprint, you know, go between them. You can see it's faster as he does it. It does make okay. Going to have some problems about running into walls. Might need to like round their colliders a little bit. That's fine. That'll be something to add later, because it's more like... it's code that's not really exciting, if that makes sense. We'll have to find a way to like generate the walls with like a collider that sort of contains them all. That way you can round the corners on it. That's something for later though. There's a set amount like 5. You wanna fight a boss and 5 other mini bosses at a time? Wow. Okay, so yeah. What we can have is on the first press of the we can have a ball up here. So on the sprint attribute we can have a private we'll have it as a float called roll equals 0 or roll timer. Have it be a little bit more official. So in where we're managing this, we will have it changed to a get key down, and we'll change this to a get key up. That way we have a bit more contained over it. We'll have actually, yep, and we'll actually add another one in here for the actual just get key, just while it's, you know. So what separates these 3 different statements is that get key down is just activated on the frame where you press down the key. Get key is activates every time that the key is held down, and get key up activates the time when you pull it up. So what we'd want here then is to change this to here. We'll change the roll timer to something like 1. We'll get roll timer minus equals time the delta time down here. And yeah, in here we'll have if roll timer actually we can actually move that into here, and we'll just make it so that you can't control where you're going outside of the roll timer. So we might need to change that down a bit. It'll make sense once I've finished making it, don't worry. So in here, no, okay, and roll timer is less than 0. We can do it like that, and we can have get key down, roll timer, and roll timer is less than 0, so that you can't roll and then just keep rolling. How about the lore and challenge? You're going for like Hollow Knight levels of challenge. We can add boss rushes, but we need to add actual, like, the start of the game first. Maybe add a boss that can take the life force of the people around him, that can heal him or make him strong. Alright. Yeah, I get that. Big time vampire. Now I'm out of coffee. Let's do this. Alright. So, what we need to do is RB add force. And on get key down here, what we need to do is to we're actually going to need to play with some things here. We need to change this force mode to impulse, I think. This might cause some problems. I did not spell force mode right. Impulse. we'll need to divide this by like 100, I think. Okay. Yeah, this should work. So what should happen is when you hit sprint, every time you hit sprint, it'll roll, but as soon as you finish the roll, you would like roll out into a sprint, if that makes sense. But while you're rolling, you can't control where you're going. It should hopefully work. Let's see. Pray. Alright, get as much of a run up as possible. Okay. So that was not much of a push. Maybe dividing it by 100 was a bit much. Let's take off the divide and see what happens. Z, not a movie, a series. What happens? Bye, Craft. Right. Have a go at the game. Oh, fair. Let's see. Okay. And so... Oh, okay. That was not much of a push. What's happened? Maybe if we... Let's times that by 20. I saw a little bit of a nudge. Maybe. Maybe there's just too much friction? I'm not sure. We might have to actually code this a... Yeah. We're actually gonna have to do some more physics behind this. Okay, so... Okay. What we're going to do is add this, make sure vector 3 movement does not equal 0. Oh, does not equal... Wait. We want to check vector 2 movement actually. It does not equal vector 2.0. Is that spelled differently? What? Okay. That's alright then. What we need to do is we need to add a private vector 2 as well, or private vector 3. That's roll direction. And we would have in here roll direction equals vector 2 movement, and then we'll have, and we'll take that, have the roll timer set. We'll have if roll timer is less than 0.5 and greater than 0, is greater than 0, or we can have, there's another line in here that's roll direction, and we'll have times, we'll have it times 10 and then times roll direction, or roll timer. That way, as you're rolling, you naturally slow down. Let's see if that works. This might be too fast. Make the zone you're currently making the tutorial so we can easily establish the basics. Yeah, okay. We can, like, a practice area is probably a good idea to have in. It'll mainly just be like a square and stuff like that though. Okay, so, alright, let's see what happens. It's cause in here, where is it? Huh. Do we have to minus the velocity? as well. We'll add an extra 0 on here, just to give a bit of a punch. See how that works. Do you get what? Panda Japan Monkey Tiger. Kung Fu Panda. Nice. Alright, so that's a bit of a dodge. It's a fast dodge. Doesn't exactly naturally go to a stop. It's more like a dive than anything. And I'm okay with that. At least at the moment. Yeah. These areas are very compact. I think we need to add some... Yeah. I think the next thing we need to do is add a spawn animation for when things come in. Because they are very compact. Actually, no. I don't think the corridors are fun enough. What do you guys reckon? Should we go for like parkour down the corridors? Or should we go for like... you know, like teleport. So as soon as you walk into the corridor, if you've already been down it, then it'll take you through to the other side instantly. Health goes down wildly here. We might need something to be able to push people away as well. Maybe like a recharge that you can fire once a second that just pushes people away a little bit. Because, damn. Huh. I don't think the snack's deleted either. That's fine. Jesus Christ. The OP weapon is the only way to survive. Let's get the laser. This might just save us. See how that looks. Lasers are OP as hell, but if it works, it works. Even if it... Okay, that was the potato. That was the baked potato. I forgot about that potato. They all look the same as the bullets. Maybe when the player gets to a boss room, the blue colors turn red. Yeah, I like that. You made it teleport the next tile? I'm not sure which one you made, Gaming Xavier. I don't remember it. I'm probably an idiot though. It's very likely. It's... Yeah. Okay. And what I mean by parkour is like, sort of pits in the ground sort of thing. So that like you have to dive between platforms. Okay, so you want to teleport? Or... Alright. How about we add a teleport then? So we'll need to add... Okay. We need to add some sort of... Yes, Pixar? Alright. In movement, we can probably have it where we add a public list of int rooms. It's rooms discovered. Equals new list int. Hide in inspector just so we can't see it. And have in start that we add 0 as well. Because as soon as you start, you've already been to the spawn room. And then what we need is when game manager activates for a room. So door check, doors closed. What we need is does it have the player? I'm fairly sure it does. So player dot get components. Movements. Dot rooms discovered. Dot add. What is it? Does it actually reference it here? Huh. I'll check in level generation. So room list, rooms. This is where things get a bit tricky. So does it reference the level generation here? No? Great. Public level generation. Call this one dad, because it's pretty much the dad script of it. And then in here we go dot dad dot tweet. What am I doing? Could have made this so much easier. Just change this to a public int that shows like the room number. That's much more simple. I am sorry I didn't think of it. So in here, just go add room number. Easy. Maybe add like a live citizen, so once you're out of lives you have to go back to the beginning and do it over again. Okay. I was thinking of doing it sort of like a roguelike sort of thing. So that like yeah. You know the thingy? Like when you die you go back to a sort of hub area, which sort of like has all your achievements there and things you got from past runs. That way you can go into a new run with like new weapons and new discoveries that you can make along the way. That's why, like, with a life system, when you die, it's like, say if you have like 8 lives, you can be like, okay, I can waste it through. It sort of takes away a bit of the drama behind it. Whereas if it's 1 life and then you die and go back to the start, you're always sort of on that sort of edge. You're always on that like give and take sort of thing. And like if you die, you still don't lose everything because you go back to a hub area where you can, like, where no matter how you do on the run, you still come back with something that you can make the next run easier on yourself. If that makes sense. But and when it actually generates a room, yep, we can just go in generates room. Okay, generates a room manager equals, okay, we can then go in here, go room number equals that. That way the game will keep track of what rooms you've been to, and it'll also keep track of the order you went to as an added bonus. Okay. Now what we need is on the door tile. Okay. So on the door we need to public transform other side. And that way we can have else. True, we also need to add a public int room num of the other side. So what we can do is else if other dot get component movement and rooms discovers dot contains room number. Can then do, what would that be? So it would be player, yeah, player dot other dot transform dot position plus equals this dot transform position minus other side. No, it's other side than this. Don't worry, I'm having a conniption. Other side dot position minus this dot transform dot position. What this should do, for everything unlocked that helps you in the game, you also up the difficulty of the game by just adding new enemy types, traps, and all the above. Yeah, so it's, yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. It's sort of like a funnel of experience sort of thing, so that like no matter how long you play the game, you always start discovering new things. It means that like new players don't get overwhelmed, and it also means that like veteran players have something to return to. So it could be like when you first play, it's sort of like slimes and rats and ducks and geese, and then when you get like, when you make it for like 5 runs or something, you start getting like vampire ducks and like werewolf geese and stuff like that. It's sort of like a natural expansion of content and difficulty, and it leads to like a more dynamic sort of experience for the player. We can also make it so that like the better they do, the harder the game is. Sort of things like that. It all works together. It's gameplay experience. I don't know if this will work, but I have great hopes for it. So in generate hallways, I think. Oh yeah, this is the messiest part of this whole script, because it's near to reference to entry direction, then it generates the whole way by going like 40% of the way, then across however far it needs to, and then the rest of the way. It causes problems. Well, it doesn't cause problems, it's just a lot of script. So actually, no, we'll do it here. So okay. We need to do a game all about 100 dot get components. God damn, how are we actually gonna reference this? Okay, so that the idea you had about dashing over the holes. What about if you fall into a hole, you go into a fight with a bunch of hard enemies? Yeah, that could actually be pretty cool. But, yeah. My problem with that is if a player is in like a parkour section, they might fall down a lot of times. And say like if you fall down into a hole and you have a like really challenging fight with a bunch of enemies, then like you manage to survive and get back up and then fall straight down into the hole again, it might just frustrate the player. But I like the direction you're going with. I think we can actually do that. That way it's not so much about how good they are at parkour, it's more about how good they are at, like, how good they are at parkour sort of helps them be better at the action. Sense. Yeah. Get component door. Dot. We need to figure out how to reference the two. So okay. What we can have is a list of door connections, I guess. So if we go into here, we add a private list. We need to make it. We'll have 2 separate sort of things. So we need a list of vector 2 for the entrance. And equals new list. Then a private list for the exits. vector 2, exit. Now in here we would want to do it so that okay, so what would that be? We want it to be a for each. There, item in entrance. If item equals new vector 2 x y, you should probably make them ints. I swear I know what I'm doing. Back up here, make them lists of ints. That way they consume less memory and there's no way that they're going to change on us. Like, they're not going to round to different numbers. Men in Black. Wow. Good movie references. And okay. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, it could be good if falling down like the same hole, the same area, just teleport you back up. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I reckon we need to do it. Cheers, Rock Hard. Thanks for the idea. In the Discord? What's happened? Ah, the new messages. My god. Honk. Oh my god, I've missed. Okay. I like that. Yeah. Okay, we can do that. That sort of like teleport look at this front of it, and that way we can have like the triangle facing into the corridor. That way it's not so Triforcey. Honk, honk, honk. Nice. Alright. So in here we've got them set to vector 2 ints. We can then have in here, if the item equals that, we can have we should probably have this as an 4. That way we can reference the I. So in here, go that, we can have entrance.count. If entrance.I, oops, equals that, then other sides equal exit.I. Easy enough, I think. Okay. Oh, that's why. Huh. Okay. There's no way to get back from that, so aren't you going to need to do a bit more messiness? 2 more lists of transforms. Probably should have done this as a class, but oh well. Transform dot entrance transform equals new list that, and we can just copy this and go that. That way when we come to here we can just change that to exit transform, and we can have this copied to here. If exit equals that, then other door other side equals entrance transform. And you know what, why not? We've got so many lists. Let's just go private list vector 2 int room numbers, just in case. There we go. Change that to room number corridor, just so we know. Because then we can do the end here. A little bit extra to that. We can have this copied to get the room number equals room number corridor. Dot I dot Y. Then the other one would equal dot X. That way it would now get the like the position to go to, as well as the room to check if you've been to it. The duck song in loop. Oh no. God damn. The lemonade stands are gonna be the plague of this channel, I swear to God. Maybe every now and then you find a shop where you can buy better gear with souls of the enemies you killed. I like it. It's metal as fuck, but I like it. And yeah, pineapple and pizza. It exists. I'm not sure if I'm in support of it, but it exists. I have enjoyed a good Hawaiian pizza before though, I have to say. So in here we'd want to do it on the first entrance and the final. So yeah. Trying to think of the best way to do it. Okay. It would have to be in this one. It would be what would that be? Entrance dot add new vector to int not sure. Temp dot y or temp dot x, temp dot y. And just had a thought about how this might not work, but you know what, we've come so far. So we then want to add another one. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Because the corridors, how they work is they can sort of like connect from a room at one end to a room on the other side of the level, but the corridor may go through another room in the middle. And so we'd want that teleport to connect to that room in the middle. However, how I was going to do it, it would make it so it skips right to the end, which might cause some problems. So we need to do it another way where when it steps on the door, we'll need it to get that like X transform and then follow the line till it reaches another sort of door transform, I guess. So okay, what we might need to do is in render room we might need to get rid of all this. So get rid of that. Is that going to... There's a fair bit of code there apparently. And in here we need to get rid of all that because it's now redundant. And we'll make a prefab for a new thing. 1 hour has passed. Damn, you're right. And Age of the Blood Moon's going alright. We found that some mods have an update, and so we've been updating our mods, and the episode I still need to put out. I'm sorry, I've not had much time for editing at the moment. Troy's already put out his side of things, so I'm feeling very behind. And okay. So we'll probably change this to be a path.ex.prefab. Hopefully that loads another. Yep. Okay. We need to remove the door. Okay. So probably copy the door script if it would let us, which does not. So copy that. Path.cs. Let that load. Reload all. Yep. Okay. Oh, that's right. Need to get rid of that as well. Drew could probably keep. No, we don't. We don't do that. Door. Get rid of that. Keep it neat. Get rid of debug logs as well. So what we want is when we step on the path, so yeah, we want void on trigger enter, and then would have if it enters player, and then we can have can actually have it in the start how it checks. Okay. It's gonna be a pain, isn't it? So we essentially need to make like a path tracking sort of system. There's 17 likes. Oh my god. J.K. Rowling's back as well. Okay. So in here we'd want we need to get the initial direction. So we go what would it be? If we need to get its vector 2. Okay. So public vector 2 int grid position would want to do if grid position minus or plus new vector 2 int, let's go something like that, then okay. Ah, yeah, that's right. God damn. Okay. Public level generation. Level gen. If level gen. Okay. Level gen dot rows. Grid position dot y dot row grid position dot x equals, what would it be? I think it's 101. That it generates a door on. Where's render at? Okay. No, negative 11. Okay. Equals negative 11. Or negative 10, should say. Get that one going. Public vector 2 int previous direction. previous direction equals new vector 3 or vector 2 ints. We'll need 1 and 0 because we need to invert it to make sure it doesn't go back that way. I think that should do that. Okay. We'll have that equal vector 2 int just to make sure. Dot 0. Copy this 4 times just so it checks each direction. Just to make it a bit neater. Get rid of those. It's just the first one to get the first position. We would have that be +1, -1. It's fine because it can't move in diagonal, so we only have to worry about 4 directions, 4 different possibilities. I'm sorry if I'm rambling. I do it occasionally. Okay, so that checks that. Then we'll have while we need int last tile num equals -10. So while last tile num does not equal -11, because that's what we wanted to equal. We wanted to check for door. Would have what'd that be? Need a vector 2 int position equals grid position. So we'll have yeah, we'll have position. Add these brackets back in. Make it subtly easier on us to understand what's happening. Check Discord for something cool. We love something. No! Why the lemonade stand? God damn it! Oh my god, you actually made the lemonade stand. This hurts me. I love it, but it hurts me. We can make this. We can add the lemonade stand. We can add the lemonade stand. You bastards. God damn. Russia team with junk armor, and fair enough. And I'm adding a sort of pathfinding sort of thing so that when you already been for a hallway, it can check to find the end of the hallway and then get you to the end of it. So it can, once you go for a hallway and you want to go back through the other way, it'll just teleport you to the end of it. Don't test your sexuality so you won't win. What? What? Okay, so what we need is that. Alright. Okay. We need to add the brackets. Curly brackets. Everyone loves curly brackets. We would have grid position. Actually, what am I doing? We don't need to make this easy for us to follow, we just need to make it neater. We have position plus equal, just minus equal the previous direction. Easy. I think. That should be easier. Yeah. That's all we needed. I'm losing my mind over here, and that's all we needed. So we need if previous direction okay. I'm genuinely not sure. We need to check each direction except the previous direction. And okay. We can just do it like this. Then add a another okay. We'll have if less than or equal to -10. So it can still find the door in here. And then we also need and previous direction does not equal this. We can get away with that, I think. This should work. We just need to change this so that it's that and that. And then we'll have yeah, just position minus equal previous direction. And I think that should pretty much work. And then we'll have a collider enter, so we would have tag player would have other dot transform dot position plus equal, no, not equals equals, plus equals position minus grid position, or new vector 3 position dot x 0 position dot y doesn't equal here. That's, yeah, that was a bad move. Okay, so we need that to, we'll actually set it to public so we can see it. Bad move. Vector 2 int position. We can then get rid of that. Move that bit. Position equals grid position. Then we can have it here. We can have minus grid position dot x. Do the same for here. Position or grid position dot y. I'm hoping this works. It might have gotten spun around though, but that might just work. Maybe. I mean, we can see. What's happened? If you make the duck song the theme of the game, how is that not copyrighted? I'm scared to have it be the theme of the game. I'm gonna be real. How about we make like a heavy metal version of the duck song? If you go to a shop, you can buy bread, and if you're in a fight, you can throw it, and it will destruct the ducks. No, alright. I think we need to think bigger. I reckon like you can buy like god powers and guns and swords and shit. The duck song has 2,500 words. What the hell? Oh my god. The more you know. It's cover or mix? Why not both? Why not make a cover and then mix the cover? Damn it, Crafton. Okay. So, oh, that's why it's did that. It spawns at, okay. Okay. But, what was I saying? Yeah. We need to set it so that in the actual level generation actually makes a hallway blocks. So we need a we need this to be public game object path. We need this to be times 2 and times 2 because I forgot I've made the grids twice the size so that the player can easily fit. Level generation, we need this to make down here, if it equals -10, we need it to make a path. That's fine. Actually, we need that to be a game object. That should just be, yeah. Why don't you make that 101? Okay, so then game object 100, we'll go game object 100 dot get component path. We'll have that. We just need, what do we need from the path? Just need the grid position and the level gen. Yeah. So grid position would equal new vector 2. Actually, we might just, no, okay. New vector to int x, y. Easy. And then we'll have the level gen just equal this dot get component level gen. Okay, that should get that. That should be fine on that end. And we just need to reference a thing. Maybe a bread gun at the shop that shoots a bread that ducks will run at and then the bread explodes. I'm up for that. We're all about OP here. I don't know if I can play. I don't know if I have the mental capacity to play the duck song. Okay. Path. And here we need the scripts for path on the path. Easy. Should be fine. Let's see if this works. It won't check if you've already been to the room yet. Is it going to activate? Have we broken this? If it times out now, we might have lost some things. Oh my god. You guys are ganging up on me. I think we might have just broken it. I'm not sure what did it. But okay. So the scripts will be fine, but going to here we're going to need a kill Unity, I think. Because it is not responding. Sorry, Unity. Not many times I have to do that. I don't want his message that makes 2 more people disappointed. What? Okay. And here, Unity Hub. Seamless game development. That's the longest hashtag I've ever seen. I'm fairly sure I've seen the entire B movie as a hashtag. Wow, what a way to go, Danger. Hell of a way to die. You know, doing what they loved. Alright. Should load soon, we'll see how much we've lost. A bread sword. A baguette! No. God damn. Okay. I think we're fine. I don't think... Did we lose anything? But you might be fine. Let's see if it broke it by trying to run it. Because I don't think... Oh, okay. We've made an infinite while loop. That's why. Okay. So that's a unique problem. Like, we've made the game go in circles. I think... Yeah. What? One said the entire Bible in a single hashtag. What the fuck? How did you do that? That is terrifying. Oh well, we're gonna have to kill Unity again. Because I've realized the problem. Whereas we only wanted the path to activate for like the start and the end of the paths, it also activated for like every block in the middle. So that's gonna cause some problems. It's caused some issues. Yeah. I'm not sure. Mistyping audio is strange. What? Oh, Abby. God damn. Unity is dead. Unity has died for the second time tonight. And honestly, it was entirely my fault. And I can guarantee you it's this while script here. Because it might have just kept going around in circles. Or I might have just been trying to load too many of them at the same time. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, so what we need to do is also add this equals, yeah, we never made a way for it to go. Okay, okay. So after here we need what would that be? Yeah, we just need, oh, and oh god, we made a lot of mistakes here. We need to change all these to positions. And then, yep, we also need to change this so that it checks what that is. This might fix it. We might be out of the woods. Okay. Let's see if that one runs. It should cause something to happen. Teleport the bread. TF2, I loved it. It's I can't remember the name of the short, but yeah, I have seen it. It's great stuff. I love seeing at the end of it where it's like, I forgot the girl's name, but she was like, oh, how would you like to help me on some jobs? Because I don't have any free time. It's like, oh, I have to go assassinate someone who's not doing, oh, who's too incompetent for the business or something like that. And it's like, oh shit, no, you'll already be there. I ruined the joke completely, but it made me happy, so I'm sorry. But this is still not running, which means we've encountered a bigger problem than our own stupidity, and that's our own problem solving. So let's kill it again. It did save. The last tile would have changed. So this means that we have a problem. Expiration date, that's the one, yeah. Oh my god. I don't think I can handle any more lemonade stands. It's just gonna fill... How did you do this? So, okay. How we might do this is put this while script so that it activates only once. Okay. That way, at least it'll let us start and it won't run them all at the same time. It does mean it'll run the calculation of where to go each time you walk into it, but we should be able to keep it reserved in memory. But, so if we walk in on here, okay. So that was better. It didn't try doing everything at once, it just didn't teleport us to the right place. So, okay. Mild problem. Where did we start? I think we must have started here. What? Okay. Did we go through all of them? Surely not. How do they all have values? What? Okay. Huh. It's all one after another. I'm not sure what's happened here. Where is the actual player? Where did we get teleported to? Okay, fucking far away. Oh, wait, no. What have we done? Let's get rid of the times 2 and let's see if that helps. Cause that should not have happened. Go tell me if you want any kind of music, I'll try my best. Fair. Honestly, whatever kind of music you want to make, I encourage making stuff. It only causes a little bit of headaches. Who do I main in TF2? I like playing Scout, but I am usually Sniper. Or Medic. Medic's always fun. Okay, so that broke something. Why did it work the first time and not that time? Oh my god. You're right, Crofton almost finished this. Crofton's almost summoned the duck. Which is terrifying. Yeah, this is not loading. I've created a monster. It might actually be best just to put this on the door. We can have, yeah. Huh. Difficult. Alright. What might do is, at least for now, we'll do it in a sort of Enter the Gungeon way. Where we'll make it, you know, so some rooms have like a teleport in the middle where you can then select where to go. I feel like that might give some easier movements, and it means that like you don't have to backtrack as much anyway. It might just help. It also means that we don't have to bother with is path tracking. So okay, what we need to do is in here generate hallway. No, I don't. Okay. And that should be fine, I think. We didn't add, I think whatever we added we took out. Fairly sure. It means we can just delete the path, get back into Unity, and not worry about that again. Quack quack, what? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I think you guys should start hashtag for Crafton to be the final boss. He is more terrifying than anything we could come up with. God damn. Jesus Christ. Okay. So level generation, we need to get rid of the public door. And we're just gonna... Yep. Nope. We need to get rid of path, not door. Can't make that mistake again. Let it load, let it load. Get rid of path. And scripts. Path. We'll add another one for, is it going to add it? Okay. No, that's not what we wanted. Not sure why it's going so slow. Okay, catch up. And create C# script. Okay. Teleport. True, we'll need to add a minimap first. God damn. Okay. So let's add a minimap. Because minimaps are fun. We'll need to change this to be from perspective to orthographic. Change that to top down. Move it to the middle. Make it like actually 1,000, just so it's away from everything. And I think this scale should be, no, not scale, size. Just have to keep going here. There we go. Viewport rectangle. Huh. Why is it still keeping the oh, because it's being rendered onto, we need to render it onto a render texture. Can't believe I forgot the name of that. So we'll add a new folder for render textures, because I don't know how many we're gonna need. Like this one's just gonna take one, but if we ever want to render a camera onto a surface, you need a render texture. So that would be render texture here. Call that minimap, and add a new material for minimap. Have that be probably get away with a 512 by a 512. And then we need camera here. Change that to be minimap. Everything is minimap. Set that render texture in there. Okay, size that up again. So, yep, 500. And we also want it so that it doesn't get everything. We want it to only get, where is it? Culling mask. Okay. So, what does these come up as? Is it just, okay, we can just get terrain, I think. I have to set that to terrain as well. Screw it. I think that should be fine. Okay. So I want the minimap to show nothing except terrain. So we just go nothing, then terrain. And yeah. We need to just go into the UI. Up here. Is there any better way to... Okay. We'll just put it on the UI for now, at least. We need to add a UI in here. We need to go texture 2D. Or I guess an image. Nope. Let's go raw image. I think that's just straight texture. That way we don't actually have to go through the other. So we'll go... Yeah. That's good. I wish it showed a bit more than that at the moment. Alright. Okay, so we can still see where it goes. We can just have it there for now. We need, let's see how that goes. Let's see what happens. It should generate and show us. Why did the canvas... it turns off the entirety of the canvas? Oh god. I've never been more horrified. Okay. So main menu. Play. Okay. Reload all. Start game, players enabled. Ah, that's why. We should just go that for panels.count and then just set it to false rather than setting the canvas to false, otherwise it's going to cause some troubles. So if we go like that, then when we hit play it should do it. If you don't play the duck song, he'll send the geese after me. You know what, I'll take on the geese. We've got this. I trust in us. Okay, so you might not be able to see it, but the map is being rendered there. It's just very tiny, which means, okay, we're going to need some way of increasing it. We could have it scale, but then we'll need to do a bit more scripting behind it. I think the easiest way to do it is just to go minimap size equals like maybe like 150, and then we can have in the what is it called? I can't believe I'm blanking on this. I think we also need to set on the minimap camera what to do when it can't see anything. So that's just terrain, clear box, depth only. I think that makes it so, no? Okay. And turn off the mesh renderer on that. I'm not sure. Go to the minimap. Yeah, that works. Solid color. Okay. Blue parakeet, that's a range attack. Fair enough. Give me 2 secs to get this to work. Then we should probably add some more bosses. Or some more attacks. People. General. Let's go... Just so like you guys get some more exciting things than me fucking around with this. Because as exciting as this may be, it's not that exciting. Change that so it's there. Okay. 0, 0. Good. It's that. That should make it so it always appears in the corner. Okay, so yeah, that mini-map is still tiny. What we need to do is increase the size of the camera. So, something like that. Try again, see how it looks. Omnipresent part of the platform. Yeah, sounds about right. I'd believe it. Alright. This mini-map is not pretty. It just shows the level layout. And I feel like it should probably do more than that. But I don't know how much I want to mess around with it at the moment. Let's see if we can do some more in render texture. I'm going to need to increase its resolution a little bit. And you know what, we should probably put it under here. Have it actually be cut out. That way we can have it just be pure white for now. That way it'll always show up as something half decent. Means we'll need to change the raw image to just a normal image. Ooh, might just be able to get away with that. See how that works. Maybe? No. No, not at all. No. Why did that not work? Change it to... Yep, should have known. Image. Slot. Nope. Slot that strand in there. It's cutting out at the moment, so it might be fine. It's just not getting anything. Maybe the cutout's not working. I am great at video games. Bloody hell. Okay. Back to raw image. And we'll actually add some more entertaining things, so I can fuck around with this later. Maybe the farther you go in the game, you get more and more misformed ducks and geese. Sort of have it be like, Eldritch Horror sort of style. All non-owned or tagged geese in the UK are property of the Queen. Fair enough. It's maybe the farther you... Yeah. My brother is the guy who gives you idea in Discord. Fair enough. Glad to see you. And, alright. Let's get some more enemies going. So we got that and the peacock, so let's get parakeet. I'm softly pulling my hair out about the teleportation. So we need the idle walking attack. Yep. What we also need is a sort of spitting, like in public prefab for bullet. And then we also need, let's close that and reopen it. Why did that not work? What? Oh, that's why. My bad entirely. Because we didn't change the actual header in the document, it's not treating it like a part of the thing, which means it doesn't realize it's a part of the project. Or it doesn't treat it like an individual part of the project. So we again here, still not linking it. Why is it still treating it as a miscellaneous file? Nope, don't open a meta file. What's happened? Am I just stupid? It's lost all its Unity connections. It means that void, yeah, it can't tell if on trigger enter is a real thing. It just treats it like a new void. That's fine. We're just going to be coding a little bit more blind. Add a guinea fowl. What's a guinea fowl? Like Papua New Guinea sort of thing? Okay. Let's just add the so we got that. We need a public float fire rate and public actually maybe have it, yeah, we'll have it fight in like series of shots. So it'll be like fires 3 shots and then waits a second, then fires another 3 shots. So what we can do is add a public class fire, what do we call that? A fire sort of spread? Why not? No. What we'll have is actually no. It needs to be a have a void because of how it does it. Public void fire spray. We can do an I enumerator. Just cause, you know what, we're getting very messy with this. Just gonna go back and I'm going to add it onto as like an optional thing to the enemy scripts. That way, like, we can still have the majority of them under the enemy script, and it should cause less problems in the long run. A little bit neater, I think. And we actually have it all set back up again, so we actually have all the links back. Okay, so fire spread. What we would have is in here we need a public game object for the bullet. We need a public float for the fire rate. Then we need a private float for the fire timer. We need that to equal 0. Get that as like a base of 1. Actually, maybe 2. We'll have in the fire spread, we'll have actually we need if not dead. We need we need fire timer plus equals time to delta time. And we need, we'll have that just there. If timer is greater or equal to, no, if fire timer is greater or equal to the fire rate, then I'll activate fire spread. So in here we'll have instantiates bullet, not like that. Instantiate bullet, transform dot position, transform dot rotation. That way I'll always shoot straight ahead. Okay, bullet. Wait. We can have, yeah. Okay, we need a separate timer in here. So let's go a private float fire spread timer. equals 0, and a private int fire spread counter equals 0. What's happened? Yeah. Honestly, yeah, Danger, or Samsemi, however you want to be referred to, you are a bit rough, especially in, like, the Discord and in the chat here. Like, there are no bad ideas. There are no, like, bad suggestions. It's... You don't have to be, like, rude. Like, you can disagree with ideas, but you don't have to be rude about it, if that makes sense. Like, I love your work, but it could stand to be a bit nicer, especially when people are, like, learning, like, design or learning pixel art and stuff like that. I noticed a lot of your comments on the Discord channel are rough. Like, they can be cruel. So, please, like, loosen up a bit. Don't be so rigid on people. Just embrace, like, the good side of their suggestions, and yeah, it's good. And yeah, like, Gaming Xavier, like, you and Danger Archer, you're not, like, the pillars of the choice of this game. This game is up to everyone. Like, there's no people that have complete control over what goes into it. It's... yeah. Well, no. Well, say if, like, an enemy, if people want an enemy made, and you guys refuse to make it, then hell, I'll make it. It's not a matter of, like, you guys don't have to make it, but it doesn't mean it's not going to be in the game. You guys don't have, like, a controlling force over it. It's your work that gets showed in here, and I love celebrating your work, but I love celebrating everyone's work, not just yours. I don't mean to be rude, but yeah. Cheer up, guys. Come on. That's... Alright. Where was I up to? Yeah, fire spread counter, fire timer. Okay. So, if fire spread timer is less than or equal to 0, then okay. So we want that to be set to 3. Which we'll need to set these to public stuff. Fire spread timer. Okay. Yep. We just need private versions of each of these. That way there's more control. He's avoiding captain? What? Okay. Well, wait. So, okay. First of all, Gaming Xavier, if you don't want your stuff to be shown in the goosery, that's all good. Just let me know. Take it out. No worries. Yeah. It's okay. You have complete control over your work here. However you want it to be presented, that's how it will be presented. Danger, well, first of all, I can call you a bad person. I can call anyone a bad person. Anyone can call anyone a bad person. I don't think you're a bad person. I don't think anyone's a bad person. However, you are mean. I can say that, like, you make mean comments. I'm not saying you're a bad person, I'm just saying, yeah. You could stand to be a bit nicer to other people who also want to bring their own visions to this game. This isn't like a elitist club here. This is, yeah, it's all about, like, celebrating work and getting things, having you guys have it. And, yeah. Cheer, people. It's good. I don't mean to be a delegator and a programmer at the same time. It's not a good look. Yeah. So we have that. Have this be something like that. Anytime danger? I think. Sarcasm doesn't really come in well over message, but nice. Honestly, yeah. On a real note, I really enjoy it when people insult me in a conversation because it means that, like, when they compliment, it's more of a real thing. I don't like when people are like, yeah, your work is so good, and they never say anything bad about it. There's no constructive criticism. And, yeah, I'm sorry if I sound like a dick. It's just the way that things are. But, flaming ducks? Flaming ducks. Okay. So we need that on that, we need that there. Okay. Fire spread. Fire spread timer is greater or equal to fire spread time. Then I can shoot that. And that way fire spread timer equals 0. And fire spread counter equals plus equals 1. And fire spread timer back here, we need to plus equals time to delta time. And delta time? Yep. That's that. Yeah. That should do that. And then if fire spread counter is greater or equals fire spread count or greater or equal to that, then what would that be? Fire rate fire timer equals 0. I think that should do that. Yeah, that should all work. Help, my laptop is going at 2 frames per minute. Oh Jesus, that is terrifying. God damn, okay. I don't know how to repair frame rates at 2 per minute. That is next level low. I'm so proud of you. And glad to hear it, Danger. It's much care. And the game is looking pretty trash at the moment, but we've got generation and we've got like things coming in. Is it going to break if I load it right now? Play. Okay, we've got a pretty trash mini-map up the top here. We've got a dodge roll and the sprint as well. And you can run through the hallways. It's very Crash Course at the moment, and it's a lot of people. But yeah. It's very thrown together at the moment. So let's get a new enemy type in, because that's what you do when you can't think of anything. Yeah, cheers. It's... Look, I'm saying the terrain at the moment looks trash, and that's because it's just black and white, and yeah, that's my bad completely. It's very prefab, strung together sort of thing. At the moment, we can fix that. Fire spread. I think that's all good. Okay. What we need now is to form a new bullet prefab. Gee. We also need to add an if statement up here. And fire rate does not equal 0. That way if fire rate set to 0, they won't ever fire anything. That way we can have like ranged enemies and non-ranged enemies on the same thing. Should probably also add another thing. Where does it control where it goes towards? Transform position. Okay, yeah. We can have a minimum distance they must stay away. So under speed, I imagine would be the best place to put it. Speed, we can have a public float min distance. Can have that equal 0 because like we don't want most of them to we want most of them to run at you and hit you. So what we can have is if vector3 dot distance is less than or equal to or is greater than min distance. We also need to do a this dot position or transform dot position, and we need player dot position. I just realized we don't have any music playing at the moment, so I'll humor you guys this once. Oh, that's a guinea fowl. It's adorable. It's such a big body. Pat Captain more. Okay, I can pat Captain more, and just for you guys, we'll get one loop in. God damn. It's a dramatic intro to a You guys hurt me a lot. Not gonna be able to focus on the actual thing. Okay. That's a distance there. So we should just be able to get. Now we want chicken. We'll copy the chicken. Can just go add in here and unpack prefab. We'll call this a parakeet. Oh god, this hurts. So difficult to focus when this is playing in the background. So what we can just have is this guy just set to like. Oh, that's terrifying. Yep. Just have it like that.
This is getting old. I mean, lemonade's all we've ever sold. Why not give it a go? The duck said.
Then we'll have the enemy scripts. We'll have the fire rate set to. Oh, we need to set the bullet actually. This is a good point. We need to go into here. And double check that the bullet can impact the okay. Glider other. Okay. We need a public bull can damage player. And then we'll have in here.
For you. Got any grapes?
Here would have that.
Stopped. Then he started to smile. He started to laugh. He laughed for a while. He said, "Come on, Doc. Let's walk to the store. I'll buy you some grapes, so you won't have to ask anymore." So they walked to the store, and the man bought some grapes. He gave one to the duck, and the duck said, "No thanks. But you know what sounds good? It would make my day. Do you think this store? Do you think this store? Do you think this store?
It's gonna hurt me.
Has any lemonade?" Then he waddled away.
Oh, I hate that. You guys had your 3 minutes. That's all the duck song you got. Oh, it hurts. Where did the actual music go? Lo-fi coding mix. Yeah. Alright, now we actually got some stuff in the background. Some stuff that's not gonna hurt me. What's in the enemy ideas? A blue carrot. Okay. If it hits, it enrages other enemies. Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure how best to do that. Do you mean like the enemy gets enraged at the parakeet, or do the enemies get enraged at the player? Because they're always enraged at the player at the moment. God damn. You guys hurt me. Yep. And can damage player. Okay, that should do that. So what we need to do is now let that load. Unpack. Rename it to enemy potato, naturally. It's an unidentified enemy potato. And the only thing we should really need to change is can damage player. And then, yeah, I think that should do it. Should just be able to go into the terrifying parakeet model at the moment. Just add the exploding potato. Fire rate 2, so after 2 seconds it'll fire 3 enemy potatoes, one after another. And you know what? Might actually change the sprite so that it reflects the eneminess. That looks more like that looks terrifying. Let's go with that. Maybe somewhere in between. Better than there. We'll change them all later. But yeah. Go into the parakeet. We should see that it can shoot an exploding potato? No, enemy potato. Why would you do that? Okay. And that's fine. That's fine. Min distance, we want to set that to about a 4, maybe. Fire spread, yeah, that should be fine. We might also have to add a another thing so that like there's a spray to the shots it makes. So if we go public float fire spray, we can make that equal 10, and then we can have in here we can have plus what would that be, Quaternion dot your angles, or just your, that should be fine. Yep. Random dot range fire spray, change that to a negative, that's that, and that's right, they need to be times together, and that should be fine, hopefully. Yeah, I think that's everything. Go back to the chicken, we'll make sure the fire rate's set on 0. So we just need that, literally all that set to 0. None of those need numbers. Let's see what happens. Oh fuck, I didn't even add it to the enemy list. UFP, unidentified flying potato. Alright. Unidentified flying potato. Potato. There we go. It's officially the unidentified flying potato. God damn. Glad you're back to normal, Danger. And no, Crafton, no more duck song. You've had your one. That's like 2 more than I was hoping for. Room manager. We need to add the parakeet as a potential enemy in here. And let's go. Alright. Are they shooting? Oh! Wait, no, they're hitting themselves with the guns. Okay, back in bullet, we need it to be, need to add a, and can damage player is set to false. Otherwise, yeah, they're just shooting themselves. Let's see how that looks. Check the Discord. What's new in the Discord? So they move faster and hurt for more like... Oh, okay. Fair enough. That's a pretty cool idea for the enrage. I thought it would just meant like get that aggro, but yeah, move faster and hurt more could be good. Yeah. So like the seated throws doesn't do much damage, but like it gets everyone else more dangerous. Oh wow. I apologize for the art. We don't work together. No, that's all good. That's... God damn. It's... Never say sorry for the art. It's honestly great seeing what you guys make. Don't apologize. Just keep doing what you do. Okay. We did the unidentified flying potato. I think we just have to hit play and see what happens. I meant the other one. I meant the other one. Do you mean in the enemy ideas? Yeah, about the okay, yeah, about the enraging them. Yeah, that's good. It's good. We must do this. I love support enemies. As terrifying as they are. I just realized we took the long route. But oh god. I think they hit themselves again. Are they gonna shoot? Did we miss something in the code? Because they're not shooting again. Those are fine. Okay. So, I realize the problem with this. We have a second audio listener, which it doesn't like. But the other thing, it should be fine. Unless if we forgot to put a thing so that they can fire a second time. It should be fired. Oh, okay. We need to also make fire counter equals 0. Fire counter equals 0. We should probably also make the fire spread timer equal fire spread. That should be good. Fire spread timer. That should be good. Yeah. Surely. Let's see how that goes. It did look like they hit themselves again. I'm not sure why. Double checking on the bullet. So, okay. Oh, so it already instantiates it. Oh god. Okay. Did we just make the other bullet so that it can't actually hit the player? Do they have an enemy layer? They do. Okay. That's my bad. Okay, so the easiest way to go about this then would be to add a Okay. So what we need to do is go into not build settings, project settings, physics. We need to add Yeah, potato can only run into enemy, so we need to add another enemy potato sort of layer. That's not optional. Well, that's not ideal, I should say. However, this is fine. This is fine. We just make it so... Okay, so the player doesn't have their own... Ah! It's terrible. We need that to be able to run into walls as well. Okay. Collider other. If other dot tag. Okay. Equals player. We get that. Or other dot tag equal enemy. This should make it better. Okay. What? Going to voice channel 1. They're playing the duck song. Oh no. Why would you guys try to do this to me? I can see it on the stream. You bastards. Yep. Secret chats. Secret chats. Okay. So get rid of that layer. And we need to go back into project settings, and we need to make it so that the potato, yep, can go into that. Probably just need to run into terrain. Okay. Not sure if it'll actually let me shoot at all now. Okay. Let's add another thing here. And then have an and can damage player in this logic. And another thing in here where it's and not can damage player. And then remove them from there. Hopefully this will stop the bullets from being destroyed. And then have that go into there as well. That should stop things being destroyed. It'll still go through walls, but that's fine, I think. 2 people are watching this. Wow, now 3. That's alright. Yeah. This has not been a very productive stream, I'll give it that. So that still fires, that's fine. I got strapped on the door. They're not fired the right way. Okay. Huh. That's a problem. Why did they not fire the right way? It's because they were facing the wrong way? It's enemy. He's back. Hello, Zerk. How you doing? Yeah. You guys are on top of things. Okay, fire spread. What's happened? Stare. It's should be fine. Is that why? This is why. Because it wasn't actually getting the right rotation. He wasn't playing it on his mic, he was playing it in his stream. That's what's even more scary. Yep, that fires potatoes. Okay, so let's... Yep. Those potatoes freaking kill. My god. That's a line. Okay, so let's turn down that damage from those potatoes. So unidentified flying potatoes can have a damage between 1 and 2 maybe. Because Jesus Christ, they did damage. We might also have to, like, let's go into here, let's, nope, not that one. The parakeets. Fire spread time will double that. He left it now. Fair enough. The eggshell shotgun. Let's do this. Jesus Christ. Okay. And we also need a in the enemy we also need, what's it gonna be? Shouldn't there be something about chasing? Okay. What we need is another hidden inspector. Public all about chasing crackers. Or chasing seeds. False. And not chasing seeds. Then what we need is in the game manager, birdseed attractor, item dot chasing seeds equals true. Items dot chasing seeds equals false. That way they won't shoot when they're going after seeds. Yeah. Okay. Should also have a yeah. We'll have a private sort of spawn timer so that they don't start attacking immediately. Spawn timer equals let's go 2. Oh yeah, just 1. So okay. Spawn timer minus equals time to delta time. And we just have if dead or if not dead and spawn timer is less than 0. That way they won't start charging immediately. And no worries, Gaming Xavier, good to have you here. Yep, sayonara is Spanish, indeed. Scary, but Spanish. Okay, so we should probably also have it so that you sure. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. And yeah. See how that goes. Only 35 minutes left. Oh no. But we've come so far. Yep. There's so many of them. Jesus Christ. It's just an absolute horde. Okay. What we might need to add is yeah, we might have it so that you can actually fall into the holes as well. So the moment we'll just make the holes probably cause damage, I think. So what we need to do is in the movement we'll have a we'll have a public transform last land. So we'll have last lands. Okay, we'll make that private actually. Private transform. We'll have a public layer mask land. We'll have in here we'll have if physics dot raycast. Actually, when you have an out, oh, raycast hit. We need to find it as hit. And here we need to have physics raycast. We need transform dot position and vector 3 down. We'd have probably a distance of 2, or layer mask will need land. And then a distance of 2, I think would do it. That's okay. No, other way around. So distance of 2, and then that should make that work. And then it'll be last land equals hit dot transform. Oh, we need out hit as well. And so yeah, okay, wrong order. Needs to be here. We have out hit. That way that will work. Everything will work. Probably also private chat enemy that can go underground and attack you from below. Alright. Private float Y difference. All we need is Y difference equals transform dot position dot Y minus last land dot position dot Y. Okay, and then we have else just have, I don't know, transform dot position equals last land dot position plus equals plus vector new vector 3 and 0 Y difference and 0. That should just be, as soon as you step off, it teleports you back on. There's no consequence at the moment. Should just be what happens. Please don't leave. Alright, see you, Gaming Xavier. Sorry you have to go. What have I done? Why is that not working now? Oh, okay. I didn't set it as a thing. Okay, so we need land need to equal terrain. Alright. That should work. Vaguely. This seems fine. Yeah, this seems fine. Yep. Oh my god. I had no way of knowing which way. Okay. Check the minimap as soon as we spawn in. No, that doesn't have the right room. There's one room with holes in it. Hi, Dream. Dream? Dream. Is that the real Dream? I have no clue. But hi. It's okay. This one has the actual one room with holes in it. Either way, whether you are the real Dream or not, welcome to the channel. We are making a game that's roguelike. We are in the 5th episode, and just let me get a laser selected so that we can just decimate the enemies and see if this works. Yeah, we should survive. Easy does it. Okay. Doors opened. Let's see if stepping off. Yeah, it sort of worked. It's not pretty, and it keeps the momentum, but it means that you can't get off yet. We just need to add an animation of falling first, and then it should teleport you back on, and it'll be fine. We also need to make it so that when you dodge like that, it doesn't check. So that's easy enough. What we would have is in here, if, what is the, roll timer. If roll timer is greater than 0, we just have, well, is less than 0, have it teleport you back up, and that should do that one. We just need to also make it so that momentum equals 0. So yeah, that. Just cancel that your velocity so you don't keep rolling off. And yeah, we have an item that does that. It's just yeah, it's the item that sometimes slows everything down is this one. Just it slows you and the enemies down so that like if you activate it, you can then choose your next weapon and get ready to fight. I went the wrong way. You may not be able to tell, but that mini-map is actually helping right now, which is surprising. Let's get a McLaser going and just kill everything. There we go. Decimated the opposition. So we should just be able to, yeah, we can roll over it. That did not work how it was meant to, but it happened. And then if we walk onto it, it just teleports us off. So yeah, we've got something showing. And we need to make it much like more clear that you can do that. But it works. You can get across it. And oh, we've got one of the ones with like a crossroad in the paths as well. 2 crossroads. Oh, lovely. And yeah, that's pretty much that. Easy. Software bullet time. It's yeah, software bullet time. Might bind it to another key instead of making another weapon, but yeah. What else do we need? We should probably have it so when you fall in the hole, you actually fight other enemies. So, okay. What we need to do is... we need to have like a version of the room below a room with a hole in it. If that makes sense, I guess. Not sure of the best way to add that. I might look into it later. But I think we need now is... I swear there's been some, yeah, we've got the, swinging weapon around thing. We can add another weapon. Let's go for it. So, gun. We need... If gun num is that... Yeah, okay. All we need is another one of these for case 10. This bullet's gonna get a little bit different. It should just spin around the player. So what we should be able to do is should probably just add this to potato or sword swing actually. Okay. So what we can have is public float rote speed equals 0. Public float rote amount equals 0. Okay, make that equal 360. So what we can have is update transform dot rotation. We can have the plus equals vector or Quaternion Euler angles. Blah. We're good at this. 0 rote speed. Not what I wanted. 0 rote speed times time dot delta time 0, and we can have times equals. It's always strange. Then we can have rote amount plus or minus equals actually this, and then if rote amount is less than or equal to 0, then then we just go destroy. And rote speed is greater than 0 as well. And yeah, that should do that. Okay. I think that should do that. What's happened? Is it like Gulag? What? Replace the whole texture with your pit later. Yeah, fair point. Cheers. What a... Yeah. We are making game. We are playing our game. It's wild. Duck goose first. Crazy. TV's almost turning off. We need that as monitor. Okay. So... sword swing. We need this to be, another one of these for an axe swing. Unpack prefab. Call this like circle swing. Delete that. So in here we just change this so that rote speed is what, like 90 FPS? It'll take 4 seconds to do. Maybe 180. I think that might work. I think. Let's go into this here. Let's add another one. Let's call this what? What's it actually called in sprites? Nope, new stuff. New stuff. It's the Yamakin. Okay, let's call it the Yamakin. No idea about it, but yeah. Yamakin. And tether equals the circle swing. And New stuff. That's not gonna work well, is it? That's fine. See how that looks. What's up, you? Oh, yeah, Avatar Roku. You've been here, like, you were pretty much at the start of the channel. Good to see you again. How's it going? Oh, Mountain Blade. That's oh my god. We have created the mountain. This is massive. Okay, so... Okay. We might have to make it so that it slows down the player when it does it. So, can have on the bullet. That's no. We need it on the gun. It's okay. What is it? Let's have update. Gee. In bullet, we'll add a ball to follow player. Yeah. And yeah, it's glad to see you're still here as well. A lot of things have happened. It's turned into a sort of tournament series between me and Troy at the moment to see who is the best, like who is the strongest avatar. We've tested air, water, and fire. Fire didn't work too well, and water, the episode should be coming out soon. He won air, but I won't spoil water. Although you can just watch the episode on his channel, it's already out on his side. It's a good time. It's gone well. Yeah. It's hard to focus on telling it right at the moment, just because I want to get this in. So we need this to be if follow player, then transform dot position equals this. Oh wait, no, equals player. It doesn't keep track of the player, does it? No, it does not. Hide in inspector, public transform player equals player dot position. And then in gun, we'll just have this set. So in here, it's dot get components bullet dot player equals this dot transform. That should do that. A grand sword, yes. Yeah, it's a bittersweet feeling seeing how much things have changed. Like, I'm glad to have made progress in the series, but it's like in the Avatar series, but yeah. I miss when I was just, you know, throwing things at a wall and hoping they stick. Now it's more like big grandiose plans, and I don't know. I miss the little things. Okay, so that equals player. Yeah. We need to rotate this right. So if it's going to rotate along that axis, we need it to... Oh, that's too much. I think it's trying to face the camera at the moment. I think that's its big downfall. But that's fine. It's got some odd scaling. Why is it sized like this? I'm not sure. However, I will fix it. Let's see if that works. Could that be why it's rotating strangely? Ah, that's why. Okay, can have public bull, look at camera. Equals true, because most bullets do want to. And if look at camera. Nope, wrong one. Let's see how that does. Glad to hear. And ooh, yeah, that could be a good idea with the circle of bullets with the grand sword. Let's just get it swinging first, so proper slugger. So just extend that out there. That should be good. Move that. Should be good. Let's see how that looks. It's gonna be weird because there's gonna be a sword over a sword at the moment because we haven't, like... Oh my god. Okay, that's not what I expected. Okay. Oh, it's because it's not set to a trigger. That's why that's not working. But why is it just being so weird about that? Oh, because it's still looking at camera. Don't look at camera. Now it should do it. Glad to hear, Avatar Roku. I expect to see more of you. Okay, so that sort of swings around. Didn't follow the player, because I forgot to set that. You can just spam this. Alright, let's see how this looks. I'm not mad at the spamming. I'm gonna be real. I mean, it works as a weapon. It's not the best, but it works. Alright. So we need to change its fire amount. We need to literally double it. So, let's go into player. Gun for the Yamakin. We need to make it fire speed 2. And we need to... in this script, we need it to be, no, in gun, we need it to be... It hides this... Yeah. So we want a, private timer for hide spread. So, private float... hide timer? Should we... okay. Can have it actually on yeah, okay. Let's do it this way. So if timer is bigger than that, and let's add an else here as well. We can go in here and also add a public bool hide on fire equals false. Should probably make that fire a cap. Before I forget. Let's go into here. If hide on fire. True, wait, no. We just need to set it to true there. So, what is it referenced as? So, gun slot.sprite equals, okay. So, gun slot.sprite, dot visible. What is gun slot? Huh. Oh, it's a renderer. Dot enabled equals true. If hide on fire, here, hide on fire, copy that there, add it here. If hide on fire, then gun slot enabled equals false. That should handle that. What have I missed? Dream is back. Glad to have you back, I guess. Yeah, what does dream about? Losing views. God damn. Going for the jugular. Okay, so hide that on fire. See how that works. Then we can retroactively go back and change the other ones. The sword's still going to be massive. But yeah, so now it doesn't fire there. Oh, okay. That's cool. Oh, it's less OP. Oh my god. Let's get the frickin' laser. Saving grace of every fight here. Oh my god. Yeah, danger. Just straight up danger. Okay. 5 minutes. It's going to be a big reveal. Glad to hear. Nemo loses? Fair enough. And yeah. Hi, Nurislam? I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I am not good with names, but yeah, game is good. Game is fun. Make games, please. Always fun. Okay, so we've got that sort of working. It doesn't look at the best. Let's go into this. We'll change it so that it actually swings a bit faster. So we'll change it so that it's 1 there, but we literally double its speed as a bullet. So circle swing. We want this to be root speed equals 360. That way it's twice the speed, it's a bit faster, it fires twice as fast, and it's more pulpy, I guess. We also need should probably also decrease the size of the okay. Gonna need to add a oh no, we do have a scale. Okay. Why is the scale so out of whack then for this? That's why it's so out of whack. Because it's a 0.7. Okay, so it's usually on that. Let's see if that works any better for us. And for the end of the stream, play the duck song again. Crofton, why? You're hurting me, Crofton. Yeah. Goddamn. Okay. It might need to be twice the size, but that's roughly... It's a bit strange how it's side... Okay. How about we go... We'll make it like a 0... Oh, I'm changing the wrong thing. Did we add a rotation? Okay. Might need to add a public vector 3 all float and rot offset equals 0, so that we can then change it to 90. So in here we get does not equal null. Would have gun slots dot transform dot rotation equal tree. Double check to make sure. Will you share your game after you create? Yeah, there's a link in the description of the video. You'll be able to click on it and you'll be able to like download each version of the game. So it's like there's a new version uploaded week after week, and so you'll be able to go back and like say in like 6 weeks time you want to be like, okay, what happened week 3? You can go back and then download it and play it. Pat Captain or Ducks. I'll always Pat Captain. Is it? Yeah. As roughly Captain. Good Captain. Alright. Okay. So, in here we need gun slots. Is this rotated at all? Vaguely. Alright. Yeah. So, okay. If we rotate along, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Transform rotation equals it's new Quitonian dot Euler dot it's a bit of a struggle. Local Euler angles. Oh god. I have to make sure it's local rotation. And so that's a 0 for now. Just so we can get those ones in. And then we need that. Gunless gun num dot rot offset. That should be good. We should just be able to set that to 90. Or either be constantly pointing out or constantly pointing in. And oh, glad to see Dream. So no, like technically the game is 3D, but I wanted to make it like top-down shooter, like cross-platform or cross-parkour shooter. Because in the first episode, that's sort of what we came to. This is mainly all your guys' ideas, so whatever you suggest, I try to find a way to put it in it. It's a stand, get out the flame. Oh god. Speaking of which, we need to make a flamethrower. Oh god, it actually just hit midnight. Fuck. Yeah, it's gonna be the end of the stream. Let's just change this and see if it works. So, pray for rain, people. It's either gonna be stabbing us or stabbing everyone else. It's not stabbing at all. What? That's a new one. Terrible. Did it change somewhere else? Gun slots. Where does it change its rotation if not there? Oh, that's why. Well, that's a pain in the ass. Alright. You streaming again? Alright, so what's been added this time? Because that's gonna be where we're gonna have to end it there, because that's the end of 3 hours. But what's been added this time? So we have level generation, like this dungeon constantly randomly generating. That's new this episode, so you can go into a room and start beating up people. And we added these parakeet guys, which will shoot potatoes at you if they do. Okay, that's a bug. We're gonna have to fix that. Not sure why they didn't shoot. But I also added the Yamakin sword here. start of a mini map up here, just so you can see where you're going. So like, you probably can't see it over there, but yeah, you can softly imagine it. Will they shoot this time? And we have created a problem. No game is bug free, but this one is quite bug full. Yeah, not much has happened this time. I've been sort of out of it today, I'm sorry. But we've got a new weapon, a new enemy, got level generation, and got dodge rolls, sprint, and you can fall into a pit. But the falling into a pit isn't exactly where we want it at the moment. So we've got a lot of polish to do for what we already have, and I'm glad we got some new things in today. And yeah, thanks for being here, people. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have fun, good night, goodbye, good afternoon, and good morning, I guess. Alright, ciao, people.